So you're not actually angry about what you think you're angry about most of the time. You're typically frustrated with outcomes, the election, your job, school, the way people drive, whatever it is. But outcomes aren't the disease. They're the symptom. And if you don't trace them back to their origin, you're going to spend your entire life frustrated and punching the wrong wall. So here's the chain. Outcomes come from actions, not just yours though. Everyone's actions, and you don't control everyone. So if you're trying to control outcomes, you're trying to control everyone, which is why people who chase outcomes end up either burned out or authoritarian or just frustrated their entire life. You get to pick one. Actions come from culture. What people think is normal, what they will tolerate, what they think is good, and what they think makes them a person worth being. So culture is the air and actions are the breathing. Culture comes from identity. Who we think we are shapes what we think is good. And here's where the floor usually gives out. If identity has no anchor outside itself, it floats. And so whatever feels right today becomes truth tomorrow. But my truth is going to hit your truth eventually, and somebody's ego has to win. And that's not philosophy. That's just how it works historically. And the only way to enforce a truth that has no anchor is force. So if you're frustrated about outcomes, you're 3 layers too shallow. The outcome is downstream of action. Action is downstream of culture. And culture is downstream of identity. And identity needs an anchor or it eats itself every time. And the Christian claim, the actual one, is that you have an anchor. You aren't a self-defining project. You were made on purpose by someone with the authority to tell you who you are. And that's not a political statement. That's a psychiatric one. A self with no anchor is a self at war all the time, forever. And you don't fix your anger by changing the news. You fix it by figuring out who told you who you are. And I want you to follow for the next layer because we're going to keep tracking this back.